So I appear to be live here, I think. Is that right enough? Am I live? Let me turn this down a bit. How's that? That appears to be a bit better. Right. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to type something in the chat. Hello. And just wondering if anyone can actually see me, whether I am live or not. If I am, can someone reply back? I don't look to be live there. Try going to this link. Let's see what happens there. Hold on, I'm on one stream. I'm channel. Right, okay, it's a new stream, so I'm probably going to I probably won't have any chat on there, right? So, Mark, can you see me and hear me on this one? Wait a minute, so I'm talking I'm talking in one stream and I'm typing in chat on another one. I don't know why I've got two up and running at the same time. Right. I know I'm live, Gary, but I don't know where I'm live. Right. I think I'm probably in a different chat now, yeah? Video and audio are good. Aye. Maybe for your end, Mark, I don't know where the hell I am. And I don't have my access to my... Do I have access to my chats? I have. Did you see that? Did you see that popping up? Can you see that popping up on my screen there? Mark, it's one of your comments. Did it? Yes, I can see you. Kill the other one. I don't know how to. The other one isn't working. I know I don't know how to kill it. I'm scared in case I lose everything. Hold on a sec. Right, if I kill that other one, that's the one that's scheduled. Everyone's going to be coming into that. I don't know how to. Pop up. All right, you saw that pop up. Okay, I can take that down. Right, so that pop up's working. Right, I don't know now how to link. Oh, maybe if I just... I wonder if I can put a link in the... Can I put a link in the title? Would that work? Go to this link for live stream. Right, if I try that... Oops. Right, in that original one, if it's still upcoming, I've put a link in the description and the title, I think. Kill the new one. I don't kill the new one and wait for the original skate schedule to start. You sure, Mark? Yeah, but the thing is, what I used to be able to do was I could go live 3 minutes ahead of time, and that way I could run my intros. But if I have to just wait till it's scheduled to start, I don't think it. I think I'm going to be left with it not starting again. Right, so you're recommending that I kill the new one and I just wait for the original one to start? I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm going to, this week, I'm certainly going to go through StreamYard, download it, pay for it, pay for the subscription part of it, and use that, because I think that's going to be a lot easier. Things must have changed. The chat's messed up, yeah. It is, I think I can fix that though. So this chat that's coming in is from the old one, is it, Mark? I don't know. BD Tech, you're just confusing things even worse. The other one isn't working. This one is. I don't ken what's happening. The chat's messed up. Yup, right. So this is a chat. Right, I can possibly change the chat. I don't know what chat this is. Let me try this, see if this works. So that's the chat. The chat. Right. Let me see if this works. Right, that chat just totally disappeared. That's no good. Try that one. No, that chat's not working. Right, okay. Oh, hello, there's some chat there. Right, there's some chat has just come up in this one, I think. I'll refresh it over here and see what happens. It's only 1:45, so I've still got time to try and sort this out. Right, there's loads of different chats now. Because I've got PD Tech on one chat, but that's no the chat that... Right, okay, hold on, I think I've got it. Let me shut that down. Let me pop out, and drag it up here so I can see it. It's got a new overlay. Get the new overlay, which is that. Bang. Is that a chat? That's a pop chat overlay, I think. Aye. Boom. Put it in there. Go to the new chat. Copy that. Paste it there. Boom. Try that. Oh, right. So there's... Right, now, Mark, I'll accept only your answers. If I type this into this chat now, I'll type in, can you see this? So, can you see that? And I'll pop it up. Did it pop up? It popped up. I think it popped up. So, can you see that? This chat, that chat. Maverick Drones, Tech PD. So, one of you says yes, one of you says no. X says yes. Yes, in the new chat. Right, okay. So the scheduled one, people are still probably going to click on the scheduled one at 7 o'clock, which is 14 minutes, which is not what I want. So I wonder how I can just make people come to this one. Will they just automatically come to this one, do you think? Yeah, everything's good here in the new chat, but I'm on the wrong chat window. This must be recording. I don't know what chat window anybody's in, but I've still got 14 minutes to sort it out. Right, okay, anyway. I think it's all right. Hello, One Visioneer. We're not really started yet. I'm still sorting things out and getting assistance from people in the chat. The only thing is everyone's giving me all contradictory statements. Yes, I can see it. No, I can't. Aye, you're good in the chat. You're in the old chat. This is a live recording. No, this is a recorded recording. I've got no idea what's going on. Okay, but anyway, and I can't even. I used to be able to see how many people. I've got 17 people watching now. I'm not starting yet. Aye, I think you're right. I think you're right, Mark. I don't know what's going to happen though come 7 o'clock. If people click on that, the scheduled one, which I see is still upcoming, are they going to come into this one, or will they appear in Nowhere Land? I don't know. You put up a link with the other chat. I don't know. Stevie, if you're in the other chat, how did you know to come here? Did you get a link, or did you just... I mean, how did you... what told you to come here? 200 on the other channel. I wish, Jim. Okay, right, listen. My wonderful mods, I'll leave it to you, because I don't know what I'm doing, right? Right, links and things you guys can take. Hopefully, you came through on the link. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, listen, come 7 o'clock, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see if anyone else comes in. If they don't, we'll just have a nice cosy wee chat with the 17 or so of us here in the wee slangy eh? But we'll see how it goes. Right. I'm not starting yet, right? What I'm going to do is, it's 18:48 now. Well, let me before I do it, let me check. I'm going to be playing a video during the live stream tonight for a wee part of it. I'm going to take this down. I'm watching my own live stream here on YouTube and I'm about 10 seconds behind. I'm not sure if you guys are watching it at the same speed as me live or the same one I'm watching, which is 10 seconds behind or not, which would throw the chat. Who knows? Anyway, right, but I'm going to, I'll hide that. So how am I going to hide it? I'll hide it so it's because it's confusing me even more. Right, there you go. That's good. I've brought my agenda up. Right, what I'm going to be doing at some point tonight is, well, on agenda point 2, I'm going to be playing a wee part of a video. So let me check and see that if it works. I'll just play the first wee part of it and you can let me know if you can hear the sound and all that kind of stuff. Right, you know what I'll do? I've only got 3 screens. I think I need 4. Right, so let me switch over to that. Right, so that should be the screen, right, that you're seeing. I don't know what it is now. I can't see. If I play this, can you hear it? Right, hello. So I'm out here at the location. I don't know what kind of bird that is. There's any twitchers. What kind of bird's that? It's going mental. Right, I'm out at the location where I was going to be the other day. Remember the day that I actually forgot Lassie and I had to go back to the studio. And by the time I got back to the studio, there you go. It's because I muted this. I muted this mic while that was on, right? So it should be back. So when I played that video, you could hear the sound. And I just have to remember to unmute the mic when I come back, when I come back off of it. Right, 9 minutes to go. My goodness. Right. I'm back. I'm so glad that I tried this out half an hour early, because had I not, half the show would have been, or half of the time of the show would have been up before me even doing anything. I'm going to next week, as of tomorrow evening, I'm going to start researching StreamYard, and I think I'll probably subscribe to that and set it up, because I think it might be a bit easier. I don't know if things have changed with streaming YouTube through OBS Studio during my period that I wasn't streaming for 5 months, or whether it's just my brain that isn't, that has just can't do it anymore the way I did it before. I don't know what one of those two is, but there's something I just can't work out, and I end up with two. It was the same last week. I ended up with 2 streams at the same time, and the one chat was here, and so anyway. So it should be all sorted for next week. Oh, somebody was asking about my T-shirt. It was the Dilligaff one, but this is another T-shirt. This is my another Game of Thrones T-shirt I've got. This is Arya, not today. That's what we say. This is an Arya T-shirt I've got. Somebody asked about my Dilligaff T-shirt. I went to see Kevin Bloody Wilson. He came to Irvine. That's a town not far away from where I am. Came about, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, maybe, something like that. And when I was at the shop, I bought one of his T-shirts. Actually, his support act was his daughter, who does pretty much the same thing as Kevin Bloody Wilson. She, has, writes songs and sings and does a wee bit of talking, but they're funny. She's just like her father, so she's really good too. Right, and I'm hoping you can still hear me and everything's still good. If it is, can you just let me know so So when I hit the 3 minute to go button, I know I'll be coming back. Because the chat, there's not much going on in the chat now, so I'm worried that I've done something to stop it. Oh, no chat. Dave, thanks. I'm glad somebody answered me. Right, cheers, Jim. Right, okay. Right, that's good. So 53, 57, I usually hit the button. Right, so 4 minutes. Yeah, Dave, I am on at 7, but I started the live stream. Well, this isn't actually the show, right? I hit the go live button at 6:30 because because of the gremlins that I've been having, which aren't gremlins, it's my brain is not working. But because my brain's not working right, I pressed the go live button at 6:30 just to check, and if there were any faults, which there were. Some issues. I had 2 chats going at the same time in different places. I had one live stream going and one scheduled to go, and it's still scheduled to go, and I'm really worried about what's going to happen at 7 o'clock when that one goes live. I have no idea whether this one will explode and the other one will pop up. I don't know. Hank, Hank, nice to meet you. And I wasn't really going to do any of the hellos and anything like that before I started the show, which is going to be in 6 minutes. But the reason, testicles, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, PD Tech, your mic is working. But Hank, the reason I'm saying hello to you is I just posted something in a reply in one of the comments to you just about 10 minutes before I came on here. I can't remember what it was. But I think it was something about the DJ Auditors' comments, about him deleting all of his comments from the video that I made. I think it was something like that. But anyway, no queers the night, Dave. Just a wee dram. Just a wee dram. Just a wee dram. Okay. Right, I'm waiting for it to 18:57, and at 18:57, I'm going to hit this button. I'll hit it now, but I'll bring it back off straight away. Right, and I hope did that all work fine there? Did the intro, the 3-minute countdown, did it start the way it should? No problem, Hank. Can somebody just confirm that this intro does start? That intro starts when I hit the wee button, does it? Yeah? All good. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Mark. Right, so in 1 minute's time, but better watch my watch carefully here. So in less than a minute's time, I'm going to be hitting that live stream and muting this mic, and I'll probably forget to unmute it when I come back. So somebody if I do forget to put it, to unmute it, put it in big capitals. Unmute your mic, you idiot, or something like that, right? And then we'll get the show started at 7 o'clock, because my intro lasts 3 minutes. I've got it timed perfectly for that. The intro lasts 3 minutes, and then the show should start at 7, and they all should be good. Right, okay, aye, right. What's the time? It's 18:56, right? I'm just waiting for that 18:57. I've not got a note of it anywhere else. Have I? 6:56? 6:56. Right, and then so in some seconds I'll be hitting that button. I don't know how you got your member thing to come up there, Gary, like that, boom, it came up. That was pretty good. Right, here we go. 57, right, we're starting the intro. Right, I'll see you all in 3 minutes. Aye, sorry about muting there. I'm saying I'll see you in 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't spite you for your lack of kind. And she stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, long.
Oh, don't tell me that other stream has actually started, Stevie.
and she moves through the fair. And fondly I watched her go here and go there, and she went her way homeward with one star away, as the swan in the evening moved over the lake.
You're always so good. Get back here.
Well, hello and welcome to the most professional YouTube live stream on the planet. For those of you who might be in the other live stream, because apparently I've got two running at the moment. One's 10 seconds in front of the other one and the other one's 10 seconds behind the first one. The chat in one might be the actual chat from the other one. The chat in this one might be the chat for the other one. The chat in the other one might be the chat from this one. I have no clue what's going on, right? But I did remember to unmute the mic, so there we go. Right, it's been a frantic inside my head half hour for the past half hour, trying to sort these live chats out. I don't know how many people we've got in. I have no clue. It says nothing on my screen. It says 0, so that's obviously not working. But however, we're here, and however many people are in, I'm happy. 32, that's not bad, especially since there's probably about 32 in the other one that isn't doing anything either. Or is somebody actually watching that other one, and is it doing anything? Has it came on, or is it? I don't know. Anyway, Caroline, Tyler, RC, good evening to you. Hello, Graham Lindsay. Hello, JJ. Hello, Dave, Jim, Willie Pie. Hello, haven't seen you, Don, for a wee while. Hello to all my mods. Thanks very much for being with me for the past half hour and just trying to calm me down and work things that's happening. Graham Lindsay, not on my TV. Okay, I hope that means that the other live stream isn't playing, but I hope it also means that there aren't people just sitting waiting for it to start. It says it's waiting for me. Right, okay, I don't know what to do about that. I honestly don't know what to do. And I'm not going to start going into my settings and trying to stop it or anything like that, because you know what will happen. This one will stop as well. So I'm just going to continue on. And hopefully this will be the last time that I have this burach, because I'm going to change over to StreamYard. StreamYard, you have to pay to use StreamYard. It's a monthly subscription, I think it is, to pay to use StreamYard to stream. But the problems that I've been having since I came back to the live streaming are terrible. And I don't think it's problems with either OBS Studio or with YouTube itself. I think it's problems with me, with my brain. StreamYard's much easier to use. So I think I am going to shift over to that. So hopefully from next week, everything will move dead smoothly. Right. Okay. There we go. So that was 3 minutes of a little bit of chat there for nothing. Right, anyway. So I do have an agenda tonight, and I've got quite a lot to say about a lot of things as well. If I can find my agenda. There's my agenda. Right, the first point, at BG, you say, why bother going after the auditors? That is an agenda point. I'm going to be speaking about that in a bit. But first of all, the very first agenda point I've got is, and you might think I'm crazy about this, but it's podcasting. I watched a few videos last week or the week before about podcasting and how YouTube actually promotes podcasts on YouTube Music, whatever that is. And these experts were saying that if you want to improve the I don't know, the spread of your live streams, then also post them to the podcasts section of your channel. But there's a few different things you have to do that. You have to have it set up in a certain way. So what I'm saying is, and you're thinking, you're going to try podcasting while you can't even get a basic live stream going. I know. But I am going to anyway. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because I know there's a few of my subscribers listen to this live stream as they're driving to, for example, a rugby club quiz night. And what I want to do is I want to be able to produce the live stream that is also, you can just listen to if you like. You don't have to see my stupid face and my expressions. You could just listen to it, and I think I can do that with a podcast. But having said all of that, tonight I'm going to be showing a video. So that throws all of that out the window, because anyone who's listening in a podcast version of this live stream will not be able to see the video I'm about to play. However, it's not just a video with lovely music, it's me speaking, right? And I do hold something up to the screen at one point in it, and I don't read it out, so you wouldn't know what that is unless you actually watch the live stream. But however, I am going to be attempting to turn this live stream, and not turn it into a podcast, but also post it to the podcast section of my channel, right? Okay. So that is, and I don't know if my clock's working on there. It is. My clock says just after 5 minutes, so that's good, because I don't want to have to keep looking at my watch. I've got the wee clock and it's working. I don't think the tip jar's working. Someone will need to throw a tip in to see if that's working. I don't think it's working. And I know that the view counter is not working because it says 0, but I'm not worried about that. Right, so before I'm going to be playing a video now. It's just a wee 2-minute video. I was out today. I'll tell you about it in a minute. If I remember. I just want to have a quick look through the comments and just say a few hellos to anybody that said hello to me and I think I'm ignoring them, right? So where will we start? Right, well, we said hello to Willie Pie and then Dave and Jim, right? Peter Mulder, don't think I said hello to you yet, so hello to you, Peter. I said hello to Caroline and Graham and JJ. PD Tech, I've been having a wee talk to you because you've been really confusing me about being live or not live or in the future or in the past. Chip Tech Air, good evening to you. I wonder if that means you're from Ayr. I would imagine so, because you've spelled it AYR and not AIR. So you must be a tech shop or something in Ayr. If you are, let me know. I'll come in, have a wee chat with you and give you a wee plug if you like, maybe, on my channel. Right, anyway, Jim thought I said hello to Jim. Right, Gerard. Hello, Gerard. Good evening. Had to get sat nav out to find you. I know, I'm all over the place, Gerard. I've explained, but I don't know what's going on. Brian from Board of Drone Seekers, glad to see you, and glad to see some of you are finding your way here, even though I've got apparently 2 running at the same time. Matt Packett, I see you. Chris Packett's no more. It's on my agenda, Matt. I'm going to be talking about that, about Chris Packett and about him being no more, right? So I'll come to that. Jokes Jones, hello. John, hello, you wee fanny. And BG, I did say you've mentioned why bother going after auditors. That's on my agenda. I will be speaking about it a little bit. But tonight's not all going to be about auditors, and my whole channel is not about auditing. It's about drones, right? So I'll get to it in a minute. Graham, thanks very much for that super chat. I was waiting to see if it would pop up in the... Oh, I can't... Oh, did I bring it up? I did. It didn't go into the tip jar, but I think that's maybe things that come in from a different place going into the tip jar. But I'll be doing away with the tip jar and all of this. The way it's lined up, I'll be doing away with it as of after tonight when I move to StreamYard. But thanks very much for that. Was it a super chat? I don't know what that is. I think it's a super chat. So thanks for it anyway, Graham. I appreciate that. And it was a test. It didn't go into the wee jar, I don't think. But however, anyway, right. Stevie's redirecting every Stevie, thanks very much for that. And Mark too, I expect you're doing it. So I'm glad I got my team of mods in. And I have to say, Matt Packett, and probably, was it BJ or BG? BG. Obviously, Auditor fans. The mods will be keeping an eye on your comments, right? Particularly use. But you're fine. I am an advocate of free speech to a certain degree. as I spoke about last week. But anyway, you'll be able to freely chat, just as long as no one disrupts the chat and no one tries to take it over. So there you go. That was very 10 seconds, 20 seconds behind there. Graham Lindsay's wee thingy came up there. So things are way behind in some of them. Anyway, right. So, okay. Aye, let me see. Matt Allen, right, I'll get to your comments and answer your questions as soon as I can. Jim, there's 48 in now. That's good. People are. I think my fantastic mods are redirecting everybody here from the other stream, which was the one that's been advertised all day, I think. So that's good. Aye, David, you must be watching the other one. I don't know which one you're watching there, David. But it is what it is, you know. Anyway, and Dougie, hi, hello, how you doing? I don't even know if you're watching the right one or not. If you're not watching the right one, it's not your fault, it's my fault. I confused myself again tonight anyway. Media Bridge, hello. Right, I'm going to play... I was out today. I was out doing some filming with Lassie and Caledonia. Oh, you see Caledonia up behind me? Aye, right, so I was out filming with Lassie in Caledonia today. You're up there, I keep looking down here, but you're actually up here. I was out filming today, and I went out specifically for one particular reason. And that was... Hi, Gerard, I'll get to that in a minute. And that was because the UK National Alert Test was happening at 3 o'clock today. And I wanted to go out, have the girls up, and see what would happen when the alert came in. Okay, because I thought, that's interesting, you know, what will happen? If this is coming into the phones and giving us sirens and jumping about and, you know, in your hand, if you're controlling your drone with your phone, what's going to happen? So I went out to test it, and I'm going to be posting the entire video during the week at some point. I just created it today at 3 o'clock, so I haven't had time to edit it, but I did come in and I threw a little 2-minute clip of the video together for you so that I could show you it tonight. So I'm going to play it now, and hopefully you can see it. So mods, is everything working as it should be? I'm looking at down here at the chat now to see everything's there. Right. I'm going to play the right one. I'm going to play that video now. Hopefully you'll be able to see it and hear it, and then I'll get back to you. So the first thing I need to do is switch over to that screen there, right? And then I'll bring this up. Here we go. I'm going to mute my own mic when I play this one, right? So here we go. It was really too late. And what I'll do is I'll need to wind it back to the beginning. It's only a 2-minute clip, so here we go. Have a watch of this. And somebody, if you wouldn't mind commenting while it's playing to make sure that it is actually working. Right, hello. So I'm out here at the location. I don't know what kind of bird that is. There's any twitchers. What kind of bird's that? It's going mental. Right, I'm out at the location where I was going to be the other day. Remember the day that I actually forgot Lassie and I had to go back to the studio. And by the time I got back to the studio, it was really too late to come back out and do the video I was going to do. So I'm out to do it today. And what it is I have to do this at exactly 3 o'clock today. It's unique. It's the first time that the national UK alert system has ever been tested. They're testing it at 3 o'clock today. And I'm wondering what's going to happen if you are flying your drone connected to your phone and a UK alert comes into your phone. What's going to happen? What's going to be the effect on the drone, if any? Right, it's 14:59. It's been 14. There we go, 1500. That's it. So this alert should be coming in. Hope that's increased the volume a bit. There's no sign of this alert. That's 3 o'clock. And there's no sign of this alert. I wonder if anyone else is getting the actual alert at 3 o'clock. Right, let me just try to adjust the volume on that, okay? It's going to take just a second. Right, I think it's that one. If I pump that volume up there, Let us try that, see if that's any better for you now. 3 o'clock on there too. And it is today, Sunday the 23rd, 3 p.m. So where's this UK national alert? Has it been cancelled? Has it been postponed? What's happening? I'm not getting an alert. This will be interesting. Not really, but it'll be interesting to see if anyone else actually got the alert coming through at 3 o'clock. And I'll... Okay, hold on, I'll turn it... If it's still too low, there's only about half a minute to go. I'll turn it up even more. Right, so it's that. I'll bring the volume up even higher. Right, and we'll try it there. Right, let's go back. I'll rewind it just a few seconds and we'll try again. Obviously, right? I'm going to be speaking about this. Not really, but it'll be interesting to see if anyone else actually got the alert coming through at 3 o'clock. And obviously, I'm going to be speaking about this in my live stream. Well, I won't be posting this video until during the week, so I will have spoken about this on my live stream. But that's well, then again, with the government we've got in the UK Parliament at the moment, there we go, here's our alert. Right, so there's what's happening. Right, now can I still fly, Lassie? Right, and there you go, and that's where I'm going to end that particular part of the video tonight. Let's come back into the thing. Right, so I can shut that down now and make that big so I can see what's going on a bit better. Right, okay, so right, the volume was a bit low. I didn't know the volume was low, and because I was layering things on top of each other, I couldn't get to the volume to turn it up. I'm going to change things about for next week. Right, so there you go. That's that. I will be giving... So as I say, I was out flying Caledonia and Lassie today, right, when the alert came through. Caledonia obviously was being controlled with the RM330 with the screen and not connected to a phone of any kind. Lassie, on the other hand, was connected to my phone, my iPhone, when the alert came in. So the full video of everything that happened and whatnot will be posted probably about Friday, right? Because it'll take me all week, because I work during the week now and I only get a few hours in the evenings every evening to do stuff. So it'll probably be about Friday before I manage to get that posted up. But I thought that would be a wee bit interesting, because I don't know if any other YouTube creator in the drone niche, or as they say in America, niche, will have gone out at 3 o'clock today to test that. And I tested a couple other things as well. I tested what would happen if you're flying and a phone call comes in at the same time. So you'll be able to see all of that on that video. And I don't know, I expect maybe DM Productions and maybe Gavin at HR did test that, because they're in the UK, and maybe even Nobby Green. I don't know if Matthew Brannan is in, I think he's in Northern Ireland. So that's the UK as well. So he'd have got the alert. So those guys may have gone out and tested it too. I don't know. But I thought, I'm going to do it, because it's important for us to know if an alert comes in, because, you know, with this government, and we may be getting alerts every half hour. No, beware, there's a little bit of hail coming down. Everybody take care. Bit alerts on your phone, you know. Oh, there's a bit of a wind today. Alert, alert, alert. Right? So we might be getting alerts in every 2 minutes. And I wanted to know, I think it's important for all of us to know, how does this affect what we're Lassie, does this affect what's happening? How our drones will, does it affect what's going to happen to our drones if they're in the air at the time alert comes in? Anyway, right, okay. Like Mickey Moo, and you didn't answer my question. I'm going to ask you again specifically in a minute. But Mickey Moo Productions says just fly in airplane mode. You can do. That's fine. I wasn't out to say, here's how you avoid, you know, getting an alert into your phone when you're flying. I was out today to find out what happens to your phone if you're not in airplane mode and you get an alert, right? And I found out what happens. So, you can fly in airplane mode if you want to avoid getting phone calls in and possibly alerts. Now, if you're in airplane mode, you might get alerts in. I don't know. I didn't test that. I only had 10 seconds to test. So there you go. Right. And while we're at it, Mickey Moo Productions, JJ, a pop-up just appeared there saying that you bought me a coffee. 3 litres of fuel. Thanks very much, JJ. I really appreciate that. It popped up on my phone. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of it there. I can't see what I'm doing now. Oh, dear God. Right, what's happened there? Let me get that back. Right, so thanks JJ for that. Those 3 litres of fuel through my Buy Me a Coffee link. That's great. RS Mickey Moo Productions. I asked in the comments last week, I think it was in the extra, the supplemental video that I did about comments, how you came up with your name, what is it? Mickey Moo, RS Mickey Moo. I've lost you now. Whatever you are. RS Mickey Moo Productions, how you came up with that name, because that's a bit of a mouthful and people need to know how you came up with that. Right, okay, anyway. Aye, Mickey Moo Productions, there you go. Did you know it used to be RS Mickey Moo Productions or something like that? Aye, so the question was, how did you come up with that name, the big longer one, the RS Mickey Moo Productions or whatever? Anyway, right, so there we go. So that was that. Podcasting was number one, my number one agenda item. And the national alert and playing the video was agenda item number 2. So now we're going to come on to stuff. Right, agenda item number 3. Right, my plan, although I seem to be technically adrift at the moment, my plan for the summer is to do some live streaming on location. Right, and I know there's also a way to live stream the footage from your drone as it's flying. Now, a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe, I think it was 2 years ago, I made a half-hearted attempt to do this, to go out and live stream from location with my drone, splitting the live stream between the drone footage and myself talking to you with my face. And not my arse, as I sometimes have been told to talk out of. So it was all a half-hearted attempt. And I think it was lockdown was going on, so I didn't really have much of an opportunity. But I intend to do that this summer, even though I can't even produce a proper simple live stream. I want to do that. I want to go out to the locations when the summer nights get longer and it's a bit warmer. There's some really nice locations up here, some of the dams, some of the lochs, some of the reservoirs, some of the old ruins, and live stream from there. So I'm going to be doing that. Now, if any of you are somewhat expert in that kind of thing, maybe you wouldn't mind either messaging me on my Facebook Messenger thingy or email me, and we can even set up a live chat, not a live chat, sorry, a video call where you could maybe take me through some of the ways of doing that and some pointers there. I mean, I will be doing my own research. I'll be looking to see how I can do it. But if anyone knows already because they've done it, then I'll be looking for your advice and your expertise. Okay, so that was agenda point number 3, and we're fleeing along here. It's only 22 minutes past 9. We're getting on great guns, but the other agenda points might take some time, right? So I'll quickly have a look at the comments. Right, Dougie, sound level's okay for you, Robert. For you, Dougie, thanks. Probably because you had your volume up quite nicely on your TV. Graham, I can't give everything away, right? Even to my members. Oh, and I've got something special for the members and the subscribers. My last agenda point tonight. Hopefully, I'll get to it. So there's a cliffhanger. Aye, it was, but there you go. Right. The Milk Shakespeare says the alerts have to be sent in batches. We don't need no stinking batches. It's fairly obvious as to why. It's not obvious to me, but, if you want to explain, go ahead. Right, Peter says, I went out St. Clara for the NHS. The alert came in and you knew it. Well done, nurses, doctors, cleaners, etc. Aye, we clapped for them, but they never get any money, did they? Right. Dan's your drone, it's me, says, turn them off, problem solved. Aye, but the thing is, you might not want to turn off you turn off the alerts, I think, but you might not want to get into airplane mode because you may have to have, people might need to contact you in an emergency. and you might only have one phone, and you might be using that phone to control your drone. So you might not be willing to or able to switch it either into airplane mode or turn off incoming alerts or whatever. You know, you might know. Right. Guys, good evening. You're a wee bit late, but I don't blame you. I blame myself, because you might have been sitting on the other live stream waiting for it to start, and it didn't. Oh dear. Right. Okay, Angel Station, you're right there. The alerts here are usually about endangered children, vulnerable seniors or DV suspects. Very rarely about weather unless it's serious. Yeah, Angel Station, our government is slightly different from you. And I don't know if you are on, we call the big roads that we drive on motorways. I think you call them highways, I think. We get signs on there as we're driving along telling us to not forget to wear our seatbelts. That's the kind of government we've got. They like to tell us, now be careful and make sure you chew your food at least 22 times before you swallow it. And that will make a public announcement on the BBC about this later on. That's what our government tell us. So I'm expecting national alerts to come in fairly regularly, telling us that on Wednesday there'll be a wee bit of frost on the ground. So be very careful. Make sure you wear 2 pairs of socks when you go out, because we don't want your toes getting cold. Okay? Right, that's our government. Anyway. Right. RS went bust. Right. Okay. Oh, warning, Lurpak hits 10 quid. I like Lurpak, and it's £5.25 at Aldi. Oh my God, how can you afford that? I can't afford that. I'm having eaten Lurpak. Although with JJ's 3 litres of fuel, right, because I've been walking to quite a lot of locations, I can maybe get a wee packet of Lurpak with that. Thanks, JJ. Right. Okay, I want to get to my points, because I've got quite a bit to go through, right? So, right. A few of you had asked, was it BG and Matt Packet? Right, BG, I'll get to your question first, which you asked a while back, and it was something along the lines of why are you chasing the auditors or something like that, or why are you going after them or something, I don't know. Right, there's a few reasons why I decided to make a couple of auditor review videos, if you like, if you want to call them that, or whatever you want to call them. There's a few reasons, right? The obvious reasons are that I believe that they are damaging our hobby, right? And I believe that because they're using drones to do, I don't have any problem with them. Well, I do have problems with them auditing, to be honest with you, but I don't have any problems with anyone who wants to hold government officials, police, council workers, anyone else in government, hold them accountable by filming them during the during them carrying out their duties, right? Videoing them to make sure that they're carrying out their duties properly, and our money, our tax money that's paying for them, is being spent in a proper manner. I don't mind that. I've got no problem with that. I have an issue with auditors that use drones in the manner that they're using them, because I believe, and I can back it up, but I'm not going to back it up here, because I've spent all week backing it up in comments. My fingers are sort of typing, right? But I can back up all of my reasons, the reasons that I have for believing that their drone use will eventually curtail the limited freedoms to fly that we currently have, right? And I know a lot of the people who fly drones responsibly, the way these auditors are using drones is going to eventually lead to exactly what they say they're trying to protect. They're lying when they say they're trying to protect our rights to film in public. That's a barefaced lie. That's not what they're trying to do. But that's the reason that they can justify going out and doing what they do. I believe that it's going to have the opposite effect. And if you think, nah, they can't just make up laws, what happens is the way laws are, one of the ways laws are passed in this country is that lobbyists lobby the MPs. That means people who have a lot of money, right? They go to the MPs, they've got power to unseat MPs for their seats by creating marketing campaigns in the constituencies that the ministers currently currently win the vote for, and they can market in such a way that those ministers lose their seats, right? Now, the ministers know this, so if lobbyists come to ministers and say, look, we want something done about a certain thing, and if you don't do anything, we're going to withdraw our support for you, and you're probably going to lose your seat. Well, the ministers are really... I'm not saying that all of them are only interested in retaining their seats, but many of them are, because it's a lot of money they get paid and a lot of expenses, sometimes up to like £1 million if you include the yearly expenses they get. So none of them want to lose their seats. So therefore, they are much more likely to fold to a lobbyist who comes and decides that they want something done about public photography laws and want some restrictions in place. So the more times that these frauditors are out annoying businesses and companies, the more likely that the CEOs and the money men of these companies and organised, because sometimes like 10 companies are under the umbrella of one company, will lobby the MPs to create new laws to restrict drones flying over police stations, police stations, businesses, anywhere they want. Oh, I wasn't talking to you. This watch answers me back when I don't even talk to her sometimes. I'll take it off. So that's one of the reasons why I have a massive objection to people going out and using drones the way these frauditors do, because they claim that they just want to get some nice footage of the tops of the buildings in the area. Nonsense. If that's what they wanted, they wouldn't approach the business and tell them they're going to be flying a drone. They would go somewhere quiet and they would just fly the drone up, and no one would know, and they would get the footage. So that's what they're lying about it. Now that's one of the objections I have to these auditors flying drones, right? And that really is it's fairly high on the priority list of will I make these videos, right? But there's another reason, right? And I'm probably going to lose a lot of subscribers by what I'm about to say now, right? But I don't care. I pride myself in being as honest as I possibly can, as much as I possibly can with my audience. So what I'm going to say is, it may affect my channel by losing subscribers, but I don't care, right? When I was visited by the police, or first of all, let's go back a bit, when I was approached by that ranger, when I was just sitting there minding my own business, not annoying anyone, and he came up to me and had a da, and I made a wee video about it and put it up, right? And then the follow-up happened when the police came at my door, and I thought, I'm filming this because I don't know what's going on here, and I want to film this to see what this is all about. And I filmed it and I put it up. And then I did an edited version to add a wee bit of humour and funniness, and I put that up. Now, those videos did extremely well in numbers of views, and I got a lot of subscribers from those videos. But the problem is, to me, I had a nice wee channel that was going along all right, and suddenly I got quite a lot of subscribers, and a lot of those subscribers were from the auditing community, right? They were fans of auditors, they were fans of auditing, and they had... I hate to say this to you guys, but a lot of the auditor fans have a certain mindset and a certain way of thinking, and it doesn't chime with the way I think. It doesn't fit into the way I live my life, and it doesn't fit into the way I like to interact with other people, right? So I found myself in a position where my channel wasn't being overrun, but my channel had a massive influx of people who were of a mindset that just didn't I forget what the word is, but it didn't, as Ricky Gervais would say, with my mindset. So another reason for me creating those auditor videos is I thought, I'll purge quite a lot of those people who are only interested in seeing me arguing with the police or me arguing with a ranger, and they like that. And that's not really the audience that I was wanting to attract. And I thought, if I post a couple of videos ripping the practices of a couple of the more favourite auditors, then I'll probably purge quite a lot of the auditor fans from my subscriber list. And I did, right? I did. I've written down, I checked at 1 o'clock today, and at 1 o'clock today, on the DJ audits video, I had lost 9 subs, right? But I had gained 11. So I'm hoping that I lost 9 auditor fans and gained 11 people who don't like auditing and are of the same mindset as I am, right? On the PJ audits video, so far as of 1 o'clock today, I had lost 2 subscribers and gained 26. So for that reason in doing it, I think I've been fairly successful, and I think I am losing the types of subscribers that don't really want to see what I do. They don't want to see me flying my drone over lochs, and they'd much rather watch DG audits and PG audits wind people up. Okay, so it's not that you're not welcome here, it's that I don't really think I've got much content for you that would be of much interest. So it's better if you just go somewhere else and watch content that is interesting to you. So, having said all that, I'm expecting now that there will be a lot of auditor fans who go, "Oh, you don't want us? Well, cue Robert and unsubscribe." That's fair enough. Okay, it's fair enough. I would love to have 100,000 or 1 million subscribers. Who wouldn't? You know, because it means that the cash inflow that comes in is probably going to be a bit better. But if I never get more than 10,000, 11,000 subscribers, then that's what it is, you know. So I thought I would explain that, and that is for BG. That's the BG, who actually agrees with me. Flying drones over police stations will eventually get it banned. Aye, well there you go. So that's my primary reason for creating those particular videos, and I've just given you my secondary reasons, well, which is going to piss a lot of people off, but you know, I'm no scared of doing that, as you should know by now. Right. And the second part of this is, let me check the time. It's 25 to, right? Because this might be quite a long one, and I'm now going to answer who was Matt Packett, right? Matt, you posted in the comments during the week after, I think it was the PJ or the DJ videos, or maybe both of them, and you've posted in the comments tonight to say that Chris Packett, who is, I think his channel is called Out and About or something like that, or I forget. If you know the name of it, you can post the name of it up here. I don't mind. Mods, if the name of that comes, yeah, Random Outings, there we go, Random Outings it's called, right? Now I've been watching this fella, this Chris Packett, that's not his real name, obviously. A lot of you have missed it. Chris Packett, you know, what's your name? Chris Packett, oh, right. What's your name? Hugh Jass, aye, right, it's, you know, it's the same as that. It's not his real name. And the other reason I know it's not his real name is because in his most recent video, which he claims is his last video ever, when he goes to give his name to the police, when they ask him, he mutes that part out. So he's obviously not saying Chris Packett, right? Maltese Falcon, welcome to the membership. There's a wee thing for you at the end. If I get to it in time, there's a wee thing for the members at the end. Jim, £5 super chat, I think it was. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Right, so where was it? Aye, right, so let's, Random Outings, this guy, he's a Geordie fella. I think I detect maybe a Durham accent in him there, but I might be wrong about that. I don't think he's Sunderland anyway, but I could be wrong, who knows. So anyway, so this Random Outings guy has been auditing. He claims he's not an auditor, but I'm going to tell you why he is. He has had his auditing channel for 8 months, and it was DJ audits and PG audits that helped start him off, right? Gave him all the tips and showed him how to do it and what to do and how to go about it and blah, blah, and what kit to use and all that kind of stuff, right? So, sounds like Newcastle. Aye, well, I thought that was Jordanland where Newcastle was. It might be Newcastle. I don't know. Right, so anyway, He has been doing it for 8 months now. Now, I've watched a lot of his videos. One of the reasons is because I like the Geordie accent. It's nice on my ears. And so I like the sound of the guy's voice. And I do quite like his manner, right? But, oh, I don't know what that was. That was probably Jim. Jim, thanks for that super chat for a $5 there. Appreciate it. I watched his, for anyone who's been watching him, and I don't know if you have or not, he posted a video, his final video, when he turned up at a place, can't even remember, it was another industrial site or a commercial site that had three properties and office properties, and he got a very hostile response, right? The managing director or the owner came out and it was veiled threats, and it could have actually gone. He could have got a real pacing, this guy. There was another one of the workers was carrying, it looked like a wrench to me, a big metal thing. There was about 6 of them. There was one at the top gates ready to block his. Chris, thanks very much for that super chat. Ready to block his exit, which is basically false imprisonment. He couldn't have done that. But the guy was in a spot of bother. This Chris Packett, we'll call him Chris Packett because, that's what he goes by or he went by. He was in a real bit of danger there. There was at least 6 guys there. These guys didn't look as if they were going to want to be messed about and were very willing to have a real go at this Chris Packett, who was on his own. And I don't know if he's got any training or that, but it doesn't sound as if he had to me. So, I've had lots of training, but against 6 guys, I'd be pummeled. I could handle 1 or 2, but no 6. It's just crazy. So anyway, he was getting very worried, and at one point, one of the guys from the work came up to him and tried to pull his snood down, and may have, it's an allegation, but we don't know, and you can't see clearly the video, may have ripped off his mic, a DJI mic, from his shirt and put it in his pocket. It's possible. We couldn't really see. Chris Packett tried to do it frame by frame, but you still couldn't tell. So Chris Packett left the scene, phoned the police. The management team had phoned the police as well, and Chris Packett he said, I want my mic back. If you go and get my mic back, then I won't press charges. If they don't give me my mic back, I'm pressing charges about assault, whatnot. So the police came and the guy wouldn't give the mic back. He said he didn't take the mic. So Chris Packett said he wants charges brought. The police said they'll do an investigation. They'll hand it off to the investigating officer. They'll look at all the evidence, blah, 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 blah. But I've got a feeling that they won't really be doing much, as in PJ Audits' thing. The police are like, I know what you're up to. So Chris Packett, during this video, he claimed, and Matt Packett, you're probably of this opinion, that Chris Packett is not an auditor. He claims that he has a real genuine interest in going round and documenting the area of the northeast, so that in 20 years' time, for example, when the whole landscape has changed and these buildings aren't there anymore, we can look back at his videos and see the difference and all that, right? Now, that's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. I have been watching this guy, Chris Packett, for the beginning, for 8 months since he started his channel, because, as I say, I quite like the sound of the Newcastle accent, right? And that's not what he claimed he was doing at first, right? That only became his justification later on as his videos progressed. That became his justification for going out and auditing. And he audits in exactly the same manner as every other auditor. He'll walk about filming until someone eventually comes out and asks, what are you doing? And although he's very nice about it, I'm just here to document the buildings, and I'm on a public road and I can do it, and blah, 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 blah. He knows that they're going to be aggravated. And he does the same. He pulls out the whole, and I will be flying a drone over at some point, very passive aggressive, trying to show that he's not there to cause any arguments, he's not there for conflict. But if that was the real reason, then he would be flying his drone from further away, and he would be at least approaching the businesses in advance, saying, look, I'm documenting the area of the northeast. I'd like to document the industrial site round about you are, just by walking around, getting a few photos, so that in 20 years' time, when they're not there, we can look back and see what industries used to be here, and hopefully promote a business in the northeast. If he really wanted to do that, that would be his approach. But it's not. So So Matt Packet, if you're here, if you're still here, you've been fooled, mate, right? You have been fooled. And he sounds like a genuine guy, the Chris Packet. He's got a nice accent, a nice manner, but he's fooling you. He's there to audit. Now, here's the thing. I want to finish up this wee section by this. I don't think... He said in that video that's him finished. It's not worth his while. It gets too much hassle. He doesn't want to do it anymore and he's stopping doing it. I think he's being disingenuous once again, because I think I know the reason why he has decided not to make any more videos. And here it is. And it's the reason why a lot of new audit videos pop up, but they very soon die off. And it's this. If you watch DJ audits and PJ audits videos, they get hundreds of thousands of views. And people automatically think hundreds of thousands of views means lots and lots of money, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not how YouTube works as a creator. The money that you earn on YouTube is based on the CPM and the RPM of your videos, not the number of views, okay? If you have 100,000 views, but you've got a very, very low RPM, you'll make very little money. If you have, in the case of maybe mine, 5,000, sometimes 10,000 views, but you've got a much higher RPM or CPM, you'll make as much cash on that video, as much income in that video as DJ or PJ does with 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 views, okay? Now, a lot of people who come into the auditing game don't know that, and they think, oh, it's easy. You walk about with a camera until people wind you up, film the conflict, post it up, 500,000 views. Wow, you're minted. No, you're not. So I think that Chris Packet, it took him 8 months to realise, I'm not making very much money here, and I'm having to go out and film every single day and post every single day just to make a wee bit of income, to pay for the fuel, to pay for my time, and to make it worth my while. He's realised this, and he's thought, it's just not worth it anymore. So that's why he stopped. And that's why you'll see a lot of new auditing channels popping up. And after a couple of months, even though they've had hundreds of thousands of views, even millions of views on the entire channel, they stop because they soon realise there's no money. Because the other thing is, it's not just... the CPM and the RPM is based on the advertisers, how much they will pay to advertise on your video. If your video is just one big long half hour of somebody wandering about aimlessly and then 2 minutes of a bit of an argument, advertisers are not interested. They won't pay to advertise, so you'll get a minimal amount. So there you go. So Matt, think for yourself. That Chris Packet guy seems like he might be a decent enough guy and just thought, this is something I can make a bit of easy money with. But he's got you fooled, mate, okay? He's not what he says he is. And I'm not saying he's a bad guy or a nasty guy. I've got no way of knowing either way. I just know that what he said he's in it for is not the truth. And I believe that why he's now left is also not the truth. Although... it did shake him up. It would shake me up. Imagine me surrounded by 6 big guys, one of them threatening to, without saying the words, threatening to knock the living daylights out of you. Another one walking about with a big wrench. Another one up at a gate there to block you from escaping. And another one grabbing at you and maybe, who knows whether he took the mic or not. I've got a fairly... tidy history, right? I'm no scared to have a rumble with anybody, right? But that would shake me up. It really would shake me up. So anyone who hasn't got the background that I've got, I think would be really shaken up. So anyway, that's all I've got to say on agenda point 4. Oh no, I've not. I do want to say something else, sorry. Nigel Dix, also known as DJ Ninja Audits. You probably have noticed he's removed all of the comments that he made on the video that I put up about him. However, all of the responses to the videos are still there. All of the responses to the comments, all of the responses that people made to his comments are still there, and they will remain there. I won't take them down. I very, very rarely remove a comment. YouTube sometimes puts the comments into a wee folder. It holds them because they may be inappropriate, and then I look through them and I just kind of release all of them, unless it's got words in it like see you on Tuesday word. I don't release that. If it's got any like racist remarks or derogatory remarks or remarks that may, really affect someone, because I don't know how everyone's mental state is, and some hitting bad, cutting remarks may affect someone a lot harder than we realise. So if it's got a comment like that in it, I won't release it. And then there's another section where it's an even deeper section that YouTube holds, and it's for the really bad comments. And I might do a wee video showing some of those where I'm called. You wouldn't believe the names I'm called in that section, and I don't release them, right? So I think I've only ever deleted 2 comments in the entire 2 years that I've been doing this. I've only ever deleted 2 comments that I just thought, no, that you're using language there that's going to affect somebody, and I'm not having it. But other than that, I don't delete anything, right? So I would never have deleted any of Nigel's comments, and I wouldn't be deleting anyone's responses to them either. But isn't it funny that he deleted every single comment that he made? And I've heard that he's got a reputation on TikTok for doing exactly that, deleting any derogatory comments and or replies. So there you go. And Nigel, if you're watching, you don't have to be scared, mate. Leave your comments up, and I wouldn't be deleting them or changing them. And if people respond to you, you're just going to have to man up and accept that if you put yourself out there in the public eye, in the public view, and you grow a YouTube channel, you're going to get criticism, mate. You can run away and hide from it if you like, but it's not going away, certainly not in my channel. I wouldn't be deleting any of the comments. So it's better to come out and face it. Maybe you'll get a bit more respect if you face the comments that people are making and give them some answers. Right, enough said about the auditing thing, because we're at 10:02 enough. Right, okay, I'll skip through some of my agenda, because there's 2 things I want to get to. I want a quick look at the comments here before we go anywhere. Where's my cursor? Right, I'll scroll up. Right, here's Chris Hearns asking, how do I become a member, Robert? Right, Chris, if you go to my YouTube channel, on the main page, under the banner, I think it is, there's a wee thing that says join. Right? If you click join, there'll be a list of options. It's to become a member, there's a subscription fee you pay every month, and it ranges for, I think it's like £1.99 up to £49.99, right? And there's moonshine just in it. Depending on what level of service you want from me, the more expensive membership fees, you get more. And they're all listed there anyway. But the basic one, I think it's maybe $1.99, maybe $2.99, I don't know. But the same price as a cup of coffee at Costco, right? A month, right? It gets you things like, I make wee videos just for the members, maybe some behind the scenes stuff, some of the things that go wrong, just things about my day-to-day life. And I put them up in the members channel, right? So they'll get things like that. And I've got something as well for the members on my final agenda point tonight, which I'll talk about maybe in 5 minutes or so, or 2 or 3 minutes, right? So that's how you become a member. Right, okay, so anyway, right. I'm having a quick scroll through the latest bit of chat. There you go. Drone Views Media saying they'll soon get bored when they figure out they're not covering their expenses. They probably, some of them, just about cover their expenses. And apparently DJ Nigel Dick's Audits, someone said he went into a charity shop and he gave them money, and I've seen him buying sleeping bags and different things like that for some homeless guys and trying to give them to them, although he couldn't find them, and things like that. And people are thinking, oh, he's making a mint off his YouTube channel because he's giving all this stuff away. What is he, just a mini Mr. Beast or something? Apparently it turns out he got a lot of money left to him for his grandparents, enough money so that he never has to work again, and his wife runs his business for him. So, maybe the money that he already has from his grandparents, he's not lying about, but people are thinking that he's making that from his YouTube channel. I don't think he is. I mean, I could post you the CPM and the RPM and the amount of money that I make on a video, a standard video, a drone video that I do, that has maybe, I don't know, let's say 5,000-6,000 views. And then I could show you a comparison with one of the auditing videos I did to show you the difference in the CPM and the RPM and the money that you make on that. I could show you that if I want. And if you're really, really interested in seeing that, I'm quite happy to show you if you're a member, right? And you email me asking, and I'll share that with you. But I'm not going to share it, willy-nilly to the whole world, obviously. But I'm telling you now that there's not a lot. There you go, Chris, you got it. Well done, pal. Right, you remember now. But I'm telling you that the auditors don't make an awful lot. And that's why they're out posting. That's why they post every single day. And that's why they go out to an area and they try to get 4 or 5 different sites in the one area. So they've then got 4 and 5 different days worth of auditing videos to publish, so that they're kind of cutting down on their travelling expenses, because they're not seeing a great return on their videos. They're not, right? And they have to post every single day just to get, what some of the rest of us are getting by posting once a week, once a month or whatever. Right, anyway, so we're doing it 5-2. Last 2 things. Before I get to the giveaways, right, which I won't be giving any away tonight, but I'll be telling you about the giveaways. But before I get to that, I've got a question to ask, and I want to ask, and I'm looking for answers in the comments of this video when it's not live anymore. I've been thinking for a while now about getting an Avata, a DJI Avata. And I know you're listening now. I know you're listening now with either great interest or absolute boredom. John, John, thanks very much for that. Super chat, I think it is. Yeah, super chat. Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate that. And if I missed anybody's super chat, so thank you. Right, I know you're all listening. And Mark, you'll probably be very interested. Oh, you're getting an Avata, are you? Because mine will be arriving soon. I'm still thinking about getting an Avata because I have the DJI FPV, and I could just buy the Avata itself with one battery for about, I don't know, 450 quid. Once I sell a bit of my music gear, and buy that and use my goggles from a DJI FPV, so I could get one for a lot less than it might cost someone else who doesn't have a DJI. But I don't know if I should or not, because I've got the DJI FPV. I rarely take Laddie out and fly him. I mean, I don't. First of all, getting a spotter's not always easy, because the guy I usually use to spot for me is not always available. So it's hard to do that. And the other thing, honestly, any videos I've made about the DJI FPV haven't done very well, and I've spent maybe 5 or 6 hours out filming, 2 or 3 days editing, and it's zero return on it, and I've lost money. I don't want to be losing money by making videos. So should I get an Avata or not? I don't know. Right, we're only 3 minutes to go, so we're finishing up tonight. I've got a couple of giveaways. First of all, it's a giveaway for just the members of the channel. So if you became a member tonight, you're in with us. And the giveaway is going to be, it's I get these brand new Freewell filters. These are fancy ones, right? They do something fancy. There's lines on them and they create some kind of effect, right? I've never ever tried them out, right? They've never been on they're for the Mini 3. They're for the Mini 3 Pro. They'll probably fit the Mini 3 as well. They've never been on my drones because I can't find a use for them, right? I can't find any use for them, and I don't think I ever will. So I've decided that rather than them just sitting in my cupboard, I'm going to give them away to one of my members, right? And all you have to do is just email me why you want them and what you would use them for. Simple as that. And I'll read through the emails, and whoever I think is, look, that's a great idea, I think that'll be really good, I'm going to send them to that person, all right? And the second giveaway I'm doing is for the subscribers. Anyone who's a subscriber to the channel, I've got these. This is a full set of Skyreet filters for the DJI Mini 2. A full set. They're good filters, right? I don't use them because I've got hundreds of Freewell filters, so I'm going to be giving them away to a subscriber. And once again, all you have to do is in the comments, I'm going to be making a video about this during the week, and in the comments of that video, if you want these, just put in a comment saying why you want them and what you're going to do with them. This won't be a random draw, right? Like I usually do, just draw someone's name at random. It won't be random. I'll be reading through all of the comments, and whichever one I think I like that's a good reason for wanting them, and that's a good thing you're going to do with them, and that's who I'm going to send them to. I'll then contact you and get your details. And I'll be making a wee short video in the member section just for the members for these brand new Freewell fancy dancy ones. They're called the, I don't know what it says there, I can hardly read it. The gold and blue FX pack, right? So one of you members, if you want them, you can have them. So I'll be creating a video during the week just in the member section for these, and I'll be creating a video that will go out to the main channel for the Sky DJI ones. So if you want them, members, email me, right? Email me your reasons for wanting them and what you're going to do with them, and I'll send them to one of you. Subscribers, leave a comment in the video that I'm going to be making during the week for why you want these and what you're going to be doing with them, okay? I hope you're all right with that. It's nothing fancy. It's just some wee filters. But, you know, I'm not a big YouTuber. I can't give away Lamborghinis and things like that. I'm sorry. Maybe one day I will be able to, but not today. Right, 20 seconds left. Thanks very much for tuning in. And thanks for all the moderators for being with me from 6:30 and traffic copping everybody over to this over to this live stream. It'll be sorted by next week because I'm going to StreamYard. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.